We were mocking my wife at a neighborhood party until she stood up and told me it's over forever. Hey Reddit, I'm using a throwaway account because this story is so embarrassing and I don't want my wife to find out I'm posting it since she follows my main. I'm in a bad situation and I honestly have no idea what to do. My name is Liam, I'm 24 and my wife Jacqueline is 24. We've been married for 3 years and we've known each other since university. I never imagined things would end up like this. I guess it all started with misunderstandings and my careless actions. I apologize if this is all over the place. I'm still hurt and confused. You see, Jacqueline is an introvert, while I've always been the social one. I love hosting parties, being surrounded by people, while Jacqueline enjoys quiet nights at home with a book or film. She's always been supportive of my social life, even though it's not her thing. But I pushed things too far, and now I regret everything. A bit of backstory. Jacqueline has always been a bit of a pushover. I hate using that word, but it's the only one that fits. She's always bent over backwards to make me happy, doing everything she could to make our relationship work. I guess I underestimated her because of that. I assumed she'd never leave, that she loved me too much to stand up to me. Jacqueline's the type of woman who'd get up early to bring me my favorite coffee, cancel her plans to be with me when I was down, and always prioritize me. She was kind, attentive, and eager to please. Over time, I started to take it for granted. I didn't realize how much effort she was putting into our relationship or how my behavior was impacting her. I began pulling away. Jacqueline, wanting to keep me happy, agreed when I said I wanted to be a stay-at-home husband, even though we didn't have kids. She didn't hesitate, but I began slacking off, doing less around the house, expecting Jacqueline to handle everything. After long days at work, she'd come home to a messy house and no dinner, yet she never complained. She just got to work, cooking, cleaning, doing it all. I started seeing her as weak, resenting her for always being so accommodating. I wanted someone stronger, someone who could challenge me, not someone who gave in to my every whim. I began hanging out with friends more, having fun while Jacqueline stayed home. I mocked her behind her back, making jokes about her with my friends, who encouraged it. They said I deserved better, someone who could keep up with me. The more I distanced myself, the harder Jacqueline tried to hold on. She'd surprise me with gifts, plan romantic dinners, and talk about our future, but I'd already checked out. I didn't want someone who idolized me. I wanted passion and excitement. Our relationship turned into a cycle, Jacqueline trying to please me and me pushing her away. I started flirting with other women, enjoying the attention. Jacqueline noticed, but she never said anything. She just kept trying harder to win me back, thinking her love would fix everything. As I lost respect for Jacqueline, so did our friends. It wasn't just the jokes I made about her. It was the way I dismissed her in front of others, rolling my eyes at her attempts to contribute to conversations or ignoring her completely. Our friends followed my lead, treating Jacqueline with less respect. They'd make jokes about her being whipped or too accommodating, but Jacqueline, ever the peacemaker, would laugh it off, never showing her hurt. I'd see a flicker of pain in her eyes, but she'd quickly hide it with a smile, saying she was just glad I was happy. I didn't realize how much it was affecting her, how it was tearing down her self-worth. Jacqueline's few remaining friends began distancing themselves from her, not understanding why she put up with me. They'd tell her she deserved better, that she needed to stand up for herself, but Jacqueline would always defend me. She said I was just going through a phase, and that she loved me no matter what. The more she defended me, the weaker she appeared, and the more our friends and I lost respect for her. It became a cycle I didn't know how to break. I started hanging out with people who encouraged my behavior, telling me I could do better than Jacqueline, that I should find someone more on my level. Jacqueline, on the other hand, withdrew even more. She focused heavily on her work, taking on more projects and extra hours. She became quieter, more reserved, and avoided social events. When we did go out, she stayed in the background, letting me have the spotlight. I was too caught up in my own world to notice how much this was affecting her. Looking back, I see how unfair I was to Jacqueline. She deserved better. She was a kind, loving partner, and I took her for granted. My own insecurities and need for validation drove a wedge between us, and I pushed away the one person who loved me unconditionally. There are so many moments where I disrespected Jacqueline, and since I feel like venting, I'll share a few with you. Sorry if this gets long. It started months before the neighborhood party, around the time I started pulling away from Jacqueline. I had reconnected with old university friends who had recently moved into the area. They were fun, carefree, and seemed to live the kind of life I thought I wanted. One Friday, my friend Tim invited me out for a lads' night. It was supposed to be just dinner, but it quickly turned into a night of bar hopping and dancing. Jacqueline, ever the supportive wife, encouraged me to go out and have fun. She even gave me extra money to cover any expenses, and I accepted without a second thought.